podcast on 3, all right? 1, 2, 3.
So yeah, I was like, okay. Just because I usually run from home. And I was like, this just doesn't need to be for the public.
Yeah.
Even though it like blurs it, you could kind of figure out.
Oh, I definitely feel like, and this is like actually, yeah, we can get into this in the conversation about safety and Strava.
Yeah.
And like,
can we just talk about, let's just keep going.
Yeah.
Cause yeah, I block out like the first and
last quarter mile.
Yeah.
It's even, I think mine's even more than that.
Yeah, mine like blurs it, but then I start and end at the same place.
Yeah.
So there's like a radius where I live.
Yeah.
It gives you 2 of the 3 points that it needs. Cause like, isn't that the thing to like triangulate?
Yeah.
You need 3 points. And then to draw basically like 3 circles, and then where it overlaps tells you where that person would end.
And it's like, when you run at the same time every day, it's pretty predictable.
Yeah.
Like where you'll be.
I'm really switching things up though. I'm at night running.
Yeah,
Elaine.
that's wild for you.
I hate it.
Night running supremacy.
Oh my gosh, I love night running.
I mean, I get the like, you've had like a long day, it's nice to just like clear your mind. Like, I like that part, but I've noticed the last few days that I run at night, my sleep is awful.
Oh, really?
Like, I don't sleep very well.
It makes me more tired.
Same.
And then my legs are like shot and I just want to go to bed.
Same. So Aislinn, what are you doing here today on our podcast?
Oh my gosh, I'm here because I guess because I won the dog pound fight. My biggest accomplishment to date.
You beat Elaine.
Yeah.
Too.
You took the reins from me.
Yeah, shout out my friends Peyton and Josh.
Yes.
They signed, well, we signed up together. It was their idea.
That's awesome.
So, yeah, I was kind of getting back into running. I took like the entire summer off. And, okay, well, I haven't really been running very long. Since like the latter half of 2023.
Okay.
And then...
What were you doing before then?
Nothing.
Really?
I was like going to cycle classes sometimes.
So why did you decide to then get into running? Like,
yeah, so I ran track in high school, but only like the 400 was the longest distance I ran.
Okay.
And I only ran it junior and senior year because everyone at my school did track. And you could like leave school early and go to track meets. So I had like a little bit of running.
that's a great motivation.
Honestly, holy crap, that's iconic.
I really did not want to be at school without any of my friends. I also went to a really small high school. There was like 50 kids in my grade, so
Oh my gosh.
I would have literally been alone. So, but then I didn't run like really at all. And then actually when I was a senior in college, I started student teaching. I teach first grade. And it was very stressful. And I felt like there was not much I could control. Like, teaching so unpredictable. So I was trying to think of something I could control. And I was like, okay, I could control like the mileage. If I say I'm gonna run a mile, I can do that.
Yeah.
And so I only ever treadmill ran. And then I signed up for, so when you student teach, you have the elementary school spring break, not your college spring break. So I was going home to St. Louis, and the St. Louis Marathon was happening. And I was like, I'll just run the half marathon and see how fast I could run it.
I love how we just say just the half marathon.
Yeah. After going, if I can run a mile, I can run a mile.
Yeah.
Times 13.
So I signed up for it, and I'd only ever run on a treadmill. And so I was like not really experienced with the elements. But I ended up running pretty well. I think I ran like a 1:42 or something. Hour 42.
That's
really good.
Wow.
And so I was like, okay, maybe I could run like a little faster. So then I signed up for a full marathon in Dallas.
Oh my gosh.
And I like To preface, I've never done like speed work or hill work. That's what I'm getting into in my next phase of this training cycle, but I ran that in like pretty much a 3:30 flat, I think.
Wow.
So then,
No big deal.
so then I applied for the Chicago raffle, but I didn't train. I trained like 4 weeks maybe, and Dogtown was part of it. And then I ran it in 3:28. So really, I'm in this new phase to see how fast I can go. I'm curious.
With training.
Yeah, with actual training. So.
Holy
More running than
cow.
I'm used to.
Okay, so let me ask you this, because I think a struggle with the marathon is not necessarily anything to do with running.
Yeah.
It's the nutrition and the hydration.
Oh my God, yeah. As a teacher, it's hard because you get to go to the bathroom twice a day.
Oh yeah.
Once on lunch and once on your plan time. So the hydration part is really tricky for me.
Yeah.
But now that I have an aide in my room, which shout out, I can go to the bathroom sometimes. But before that, it was tricky. I drink a lot of electrolytes. I just started getting into Scratch.
Oh, I've heard of that.
Love me some Scratch.
And then before that, I was just kind of drinking whatever. I like Noons.
Yeah.
The nutrition's hard because
It is.
with the training cycle, I'm running like 60 to 70 mile week. So I feel like I'm always hungry.
Yeah.
I'm always eating, like always eating snacks, big meals,
How do
a lot
you
of sugar.
build up to that 60, 70 mileage?
So pretty much to start the training plan, you kind of have to be able to run for 2 hours at a conversation pace.
Okay.
And I could do that because I was like coming off my very small marathon team.
Oh, for Chicago.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So you had that base basically.
I could run 2 hours conversation. And right now it's like a lot of mileage, but it's pretty mellow mile.
Yeah.
Like you're running, not really what you would be used to running, I guess, for lack of better terms. Like before, I would be like, okay, I'm gonna run 8 miles, and I would try to run it as fast as I could to like get it done.
Yeah.
And now it's like, you're gonna run for 2 hours and then 9:57 and you're gonna like it. Which is fine, but it's peaceful. It's just me and my training plan.
And the training plan is the Lydiard. Sorry to interrupt this run with Aislinn. I have a few things I wanted to let the people know. So happy Pacers. This weekend, depending on when you're listening to this, on Sunday, March 9th, we are meeting at the old Chain of Rocks Bridge with Speedwalk Racing and Big River Racing teams and anyone else who wants to join to do a little trash cleanup. We're meeting there at 7:30 a.m. for a pre-clean run. And then we're going to do the clean at 9 a.m. Now, if you want to do something different with your Sunday morning and join us for a run and a trash cleanup, we'd love to have you there. We're meeting on the Illinois side. We've got information on our Facebook page. So make sure that you check that out, Happy Pace, and check it out on our Instagram as well, happy_pace_podcast. We've also got a TikTok, so make sure you give us a follow on our social media so you don't miss out on any future events that we're hosting. In addition to just a fun run and cleanup, we're actually going to be having some long run coffee there available for people to like test. So make sure you come with excitement and ready to test, taste, and sample some electrolyte roasted coffee. Again, I've talked about long run coffee a few times on the podcast, but if you don't know about it, we are ambassadors. So if you use our code for this coffee, our code Happy Pace Podcast, all caps, you'll get 10% off and we'll get a little kickback from that. And then in addition to that, which we, obviously very greatly appreciate that. The coffee is pretty awesome. It is roasted with electrolytes, so they're infused into the process, and I love it. So I've been, buying them in one-offs recently, and now I finally decided to commit and become a monthly subscriber, and I'm really excited. This monthly subscription program seems really awesome. I get access to exclusive flavors, and when they're doing like test flavors, they actually send us like 2 packets of test flavors each month, so with your delivery, which is pretty awesome. So really excited to talk more about that and get speedier as the years go on. So really appreciate all of the support that you listeners give to us by following and liking and subscribing. So I will stop talking and let us get back to the rest of the episode. I can't even pronounce it.
Does anyone know how to pronounce it?
No, we were just
Okay, good.
Lydiard.
I was literally like driving around here. I was like, I've never said that out loud.
I know.
So if someone knows, please let us know.
Anyways, Lydiard.
We're gonna just refer to it as the training plan.
Or the Leonard Skinner training plan.
Yeah. Call it what it is.
Just a lot of running.
Yeah, it's a lot of running. So.
Oh God, that's a dead animal.
Oh, squirrel. It's like frozen too.
Yeah.
So starting, I think, Sunday, I guess, I move on to the Hills phase, which is new to me.
Did you have to purchase a plan, or was it free online, or?
I'm doing it through Running Niche.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Running Niche.
Shout out to Running Niche.
Woo, go Bob. Woo.
And you pretty much have to, like, race St. Louis races, and I think it was like, you pay a donation fee. He's really awesome to train people like that. And he's just, like, inspiring. Everyone at Running is really inspiring.
So talk to us more about, like, what do you find, like, inspirational, like, stories, or is it more like their motivational tips, or?
I just think people's drive to get out there and run, like, before work, on their lunch break, after work. It's like a community of everyone finding time to do one thing. And it is no small feat. It's like a huge time commitment.
Yeah.
And this time last year, I could have never envisioned myself taking this much time out of my day to do this, but I've come to love it, and I think it helps when, like, everyone's giving you kudos on Strava. Love the kudos, but
keep the kudos coming.
But don't try to find out where we live.
Yeah. Right, because I am private.
So I'm curious.
Normalize being private on Strava.
Absolutely.
I'm curious, like, why you decided on that training plan. Like, did you look at other plans, or this was, like, just the first one that really spoke to you?
So like I said, I really, like, didn't look up anything at all. I have a friend who runs, and she ran with Running Niche.
Okay.
And she was like, you should try this plan if you have time to do it. And it was just kind of a while ago. Also, this is also I guess to backtrack, I did race the St. Louis, like, Halloween half.
Okay, yeah.
Like, maybe 2024? No, 2023.
Okay.
And I ran it with a girl, and she was wearing a Running Niche, like, jersey.
Yeah.
And she was like, oh, you should come and, like, check out Running Niche. So I just, like, did not have time for it. Like, it was my first year teaching fully, like, just me. No mentor teacher. And it's exhausting, so anyway, I ended up just organically coming back to me. And I'm happy it did.
Yeah. So, we're climbing a hill.
I know.
Can't tell.
For the listeners, yeah. We're almost at the top. You are technically not originally from St. Louis?
No. So, I grew up moving around a lot. I'm originally from Ireland.
Ooh.
And then I moved to the U.S. when I was 6.
What part of Ireland?
My mom's from Donegal.
Okay.
And my
That's so
dad's
cool.
from Offaly. So I go home. I was homeless, so that's partially why I didn't run all summer. I was like kind of injured. And I was home all summer with my grandparents. And I kind of did the last 2 years of high school in Washington State.
Oh, we're on the east part.
I lived in Vancouver, which is right across the border from Portland, Oregon.
Yeah.
And then I went to college at Wazoo. Go Cougs!
I didn't know you were
Western
cute.
Washington. So
That's
yeah.
awesome.
And then my parents moved here while I was in college. And as a teacher, like, you gotta move home. So I just came home, which I didn't really know anybody when I moved here, but I made some great friends. That's another thing. I feel like running, you meet some really cool people. So
Yeah, definitely. I mean,
As a non-native,
yeah,
there's a big running community. in
it is.
Minnesota.
it's huge.
And it's like, it's such like, you just like instantly make friends.
Yeah.
You're all like running and
Yeah,
I
I
kinda
have
have the
no
same-
choice but to
Yeah.
do that.
like, I keep reading things like after, one long run with someone, you're like instantly best friends.
Yeah.
Literally.
Or like, if you run in the same, like if you're running in Forest Park every so often, it's almost impossible not to
Yeah.
see someone you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, so true. Which is, Forest Park is my stomping grounds these days. It's funny, I was just thinking, like, when you start running, your world gets so much smaller because you realize how close everything is.
Yeah. Like, I could run to that.
Yeah. And, like, it gets smaller in a positive way.
Yeah.
But,
And then you feel like really cool when you're driving somewhere and you see a place that you've ran to.
yeah. And then you get to tell everyone.
Yep.
I ran there from my house.
Yeah. Hope you're in the car with someone.
Especially a non-runner.
Yeah. Just not your parents, because it'll worry them.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, this doesn't look like a good neighborhood.
Right, they're like, there's no sidewalks.
Yeah.
So as someone who found a lot of her running on treadmill,
Yes.
have you been, like, with the winter running, has it been a lot easier then for you this winter?
I actually, like, only use the treadmill out of necessity now.
Oh, nice.
So I ran on it on Tuesday
Yeah.
because I was kind of getting a cold and it was like negative 14 degrees.
Yep.
And then 2 Thursdays ago, maybe, when we had a lot of black ice, I ran on the treadmill. But those were the only 2 times I ran on a treadmill, like, all winter. So
That's incredible.
I really don't mind. Like, the one time it was kind of crummy was when we had that blizzard and it was like ice rain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one hurt a little. But other than that, I think being from the Northwest, the cold doesn't bother me that much.
Yeah.
So.
Especially out
It
in,
bothered me anyway.
Yeah.
especially out in Eastern Washington.
Yeah, where it's like cold as snow.
You and your apples.
Oh yeah, Cosmic Crisp.
I will say, I used to be like a daily treadmill runner. And
Yeah.
like, same case, like I barely ever run on a treadmill.
Same.
It's just like, those last few times I did, like on Tuesday, I was so bored the whole time. I watched a movie, and I feel like the impact really gets me now, having run outside so much.
Yeah. I was just talking about it with someone at Dogtown. Shout out JC, shout out Monica. About how, like, once upon a time, basically back in college, I was primarily a treadmill runner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now it's like, oh God.
Yeah, this is dreaded treadmill.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I used to go to Club Fitness like every day,
Yeah,
run some miles on the treadmill.
I know. Now I just feel so good, especially after a long day of work.
Yeah.
So I'm in, I think, the minority in this conversation. Being a morning runner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I run in the morning on Mondays.
Okay.
Because I have a staff meeting every Monday.
Gotcha.
And I like don't really have a choice. And sometimes it would be nice to knock out my run in the morning, but with the darkness, I just can't bring myself to do it. I can't get out of bed.
That's like what is killing me these days. Like literally the darkness.
Not the bitter cold.
Yeah.
Well, I'm out here every night.
Yeah.
Like, it is warmer at night,
It is.
but really is the darkness. It doesn't like wake me up at all.
No. I feel that. I don't mind.
Well, then by the time I like get home, I feel like I've already lived another day.
Yeah, right. I mean, you still have to go to work.
Yeah.
I know. Sometimes it's debilitating. Like, I'm getting up and down off the floor a lot. And
Yep.
I stand all
Yeah.
day. And so.
So, yeah, with first graders.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Do you tell them about your running at all?
Yeah, so I told them when I went to Chicago.
Ooh.
They were really sweet.
Aww.
A couple of them understood the gravity of it, but some of them were like, you should go to the Olympics. I'm like, did you win?
Did you win the marathon?
My little niece, when I was running it this past year, she apparently turned to my sister and went, I hope KJ Elaine wins. I know I was over an hour slower than you.
Oh, I didn't even see your time. I feel like it's a good one.
Yeah.
Ridiculously slow, but
It was so fun. So
Yeah.
I got my headphones, didn't even put them in.
I took mine
The
off
entire
halfway
time.
through.
It was amazing.
I threw them at my family when I saw them at like
Yeah.
mile 14.
Oh my gosh.
I actually
That was
kindly
fun.
handed them off.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Do you prefer to run races without headphones?
Do I?
yeah.
I used to only run with headphones.
Okay.
Like it was hard for me not to. But since it's been cold, when I wear earmuffs, it kind of gets me eerie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've been running without them. And I've honestly kind of been in my own world. It's
Yeah.
kind of nice.
I usually don't, but I feel like friends, aka Virginia,
Yeah.
have been trying to convince me to, at least like with races, wear them.
Yeah,
I'm like,
to lock in.
Yeah. I mean, it does help with the BPM.
Yeah.
Because, like, I've noticed, especially, like, if I'm struggling and then a new song kicks on and it's a faster BPM, it gives me, like,
Yeah.
some of that shot in the thigh that I need.
Yeah, true. Chicago was just so lively the whole
Yeah.
time.
Oh my gosh.
Like, I
I
felt like
heard,
I would miss out if I put my headphones in.
like, literally going from, like, neighborhood to neighborhood was
Yeah.
so freaking cool.
And I hadn't really been, like, I'm relatively new to the Midwest,
Yeah.
so I haven't really been to Chicago.
So how did you get up there? Did you train or
Oh
drive?
my god, I took the train, which, like,
Was it did you get on the one that was 7 hours late?
oh, not 7 hours late, but it took 7 hours to get there.
Oh my God.
goodness.
We kept stopping, and, like, there were technical difficulties.
Ours,
Like, other trains were late.
yeah, ours was the one that was, so we ended up driving because it was stuck in Alabama.
That's terrible.
And we just canceled our tickets and they
Yeah.
fully refunded us, so that was great. And we just drove up there.
Yeah, it was, like, fine. In hindsight, I wouldn't have been able to drive back.
Yeah,
So I'm happy I took the train, but it just was so daunting, like, not being able to just be home. Like, you know, it's only
Yes.
4.5 hours away, but it took so much longer.
well, luckily my boyfriend was driving, so
Oh, love that.
I got to be the passenger princess. that I am.
Yeah.
As you should be after a marathon.
Yeah, right.
Well, I hate driving anyway, so works out for the best.
Especially in St. Louis.
Yeah.
You drive.
Everyone's like always about to get you.
Yeah, everyone's always in a rush.
And like ignoring all of the stop signs and lights and
Yeah.
everything.
Oh yeah.
What are those?
Never heard of those. here on 44. See, I feel like I can make fun of St. Louisans because I'm from here.
Oh, really? I didn't know
Yeah.
that.
She's a native.
Okay, where'd you go to high school?
Well,
Like, that's what everyone asks.
right, I actually hate the question.
I don't even know what high school you went to.
St. Pius and Festus.
Oh.
So I'm like,
They had a cold day, I think.
You're a Catholic school
I'm a
girl.
Catholic
Me
school
too.
girl.
Catholic
Same.
school representative.
so I can relate when you said you had a
Yeah.
class of 50.
Yeah.
I had a class of 100. I was like thinking you were half the size of mine.
We were 81.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Like, we actually weren't even 50. It was like 42 or something.
Wait, so I had the largest class
You
of
did.
114?
You did.
That's hilarious. And what year did you graduate high school again?
2019.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna say.
A long time ago.
Long time ago. We had to walk to school. I'm kidding. Not that long ago.
Weather.
Barefoot in the snow. I think they get a little chilly.
I know my sons are cold. That's like arguably the worst when your sons like stop working. And you can't send a text.
Yeah.
I'm like a chronic texter and runner, which is really bad. I love to text and run.
Back when I had a flip phone, I would text and ride a bike.
Oh.
Not, well, T9 word was great.
Yeah.
Because you didn't have to look at anything.
Yeah. That's funny. Texting and riding a bike.
Like, I was already riding my bike without any hands.
Yeah.
Now I do not bike ride at all. I'm too afraid of it.
I've done like spin classes and I have a Peloton, but with the training plan I'm on, that will not be named.
The training plan.
You like can't really cross train.
Oh, really?
I run 6 days a week.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
so
then
you don't have time.
Yeah, Friday's like the rest day. And on the rest day, I like maybe will walk to stretch my legs. But it's pretty like low-key. So what I need to do is get better at maybe lifting and stretching, but
That's like every runner.
yeah, I really don't stretch.
Well, like, they say that now, like, you know, static stretching doesn't do anything.
Yeah,
And now it's just dynamic stretching. But what does that leave us besides yoga?
yeah.
And I hate yoga.
Did not know that about you.
I just like, I don't hate it, but I can't, I'm bad at it. I'm competitive. And I fall over a lot.
I am not good at yoga either.
And you know,
Single file line.
when you're at yoga and you need to like fart, what do you do?
So I used to do yoga a lot in college, but I didn't run.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've gotten out of it.
What did you do when you needed to fart?
Probably just farted.
Right into his face?
Hope it was silent.
I love the honesty.
Spreading pink eye over here.
It's not like someone's head was right on my butt.
You just waited until everyone was in downward dog.
Not gonna lie, I'm terrified of cars.
Yeah, that's really why I'm terrified of riding a bike.
Yeah.
It's because of the cars.
Getting hurt.
Like, my friend was on a trail in the middle of nowhere in Illinois on a bike, and they were crossing the road,
Yeah.
and she still got hit by the car,
Oh my god.
and had like hundreds of thousands of dollars of medical debt for years.
That's terrible. I'm like, while it's snowing, I always run towards traffic to make sure they can see me.
Yeah,
People drive terrible in Fort Worth,
really though.
especially with the snow.
So as soon as you turn it on, the light came on.
That was wild. I control the lights.
You got the power.
So I've got this new running belt that's a light.
Oh.
It's like just one belt.
Where'd you get it? Amazon?
It's under my running vest right now.
I was wondering, I was like, what?
But you can, I don't know if you can see it through it at all.
Not on the back, not really.
But it goes all the way around. I'll show you when we're done.
Yeah, that's innovative.
Super comfy, super easy to work with. I'm not dealing with like 10 straps.
Yeah, right.
And it like bouncing.
And you can like change it to different, like, it's got all sorts of settings.
Oh, the colors.
So Amplifon, I know you're not sponsoring us, but we love your layup device.
I mean, that's my little light that I have is that too.
That brand that's not paying us?
Nope. That brand, that training plan.
I have like a beanie with a light on it.
Really? Does it work out all well?
Oh my God, it works so well. I literally, every time I wear it, and it reflects off of street signs, I think there's a car behind me. Oh, it's so bright.
That's crazy.
And it's a beanie.
Yeah, that must be great to be like, don't hit me.
Yeah, because I'm shining it right at you.
Yeah.
So you went to Dogtown yesterday?
Yeah.
I'm making my comeback next week.
Nice.
I've been kind of busy.
That was like only my third or fourth Dogtown run ever.
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm still getting to know the people in the group, but
Oh yeah, I don't really know anyone. It's okay.
yeah. But it is nice to run with them all.
I know, they seem like well, I've been a couple times. I need to maybe introduce myself to people, but I normally go with my friends.
Yeah.
Like, I need a beer after the run.
Uploading.
Yeah, literally.
Well, so
Do we go this way?
it kind of sucked. Yeah, do we want to go that way? Yeah. They didn't have Guinness on tap, and I ordered a Guinness,
Oh,
and
it was in a can.
it was awful.
I
It was like the worst Guinness I've ever had.
You would think, isn't it an Irish bar?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, what the heck?
To be not named because we don't want to trash talk them.
No,
But I was like,
I love your fire pits.
yeah, we love you. Just please refill your Guinness tap. But I was just like, dang, I don't even want this beer.
Yeah.
But I like still drink it.
You know what? Yeah. I'm an ultra girl
Yeah,
through and through.
I like Bud Light better.
Really?
I was gonna get a Bud Light or Bud Heavy.
Yeah.
But then I saw a few people drinking Guinness. I was like, you know what? I never drink Guinness.
Yeah, no carbonation.
Yeah.
Yeah. You see, we've got some pretty good breweries.
They really do. They have a couple big ones. I don't know if you've heard of Anheuser-Busch.
Yeah.
Never heard of them.
You know, I actually took the tour.
Ooh.
I actually recently discovered Grant's Trail.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Is it covered in ice right now?
Yeah.
I was only going before. Yeah, I was going to ask if you guys knew. That's why I texted you. I was
Yeah.
like, where are we running? Like, where do people run right now?
Yeah, I was like, right now everything is covered in ice except even the roads.
Yeah.
That's why I like, even when I know things are like relatively cleared, I still wore my trail shoes because like literally getting to and from the car.
Yeah.
I fell this morning, I didn't realize I'd like cut my hand open until I got to work. Because like I had my glove on.
Yeah.
And I took my glove off. I was like, oh crap, I'm bleeding.
I will say, this is the longest I've ever seen snow on the ground in St. Louis.
Yeah, same.
I'm hoping it's supposed to be 50 on Saturday.
Yeah.
I'm hoping a lot of it melts.
I'm hoping it just doesn't refreeze though.
I know, that's what kept happening last week.
Yeah.
Yeah, I attempted to go on the trail over here yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's icy.
Even the bike path.
Yeah, that's
it's
where I
all-
was, yeah.
I was stuck in the parking lot at work today, trying to get from one side of it to the next.
Yeah.
And I thought I was going to walk over a thing of snow. And I like put my foot down and it was all ice.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
And some stranger had to like, she turned back and she was like, do you need help? And I was like, oh my gosh, yes.
So humbling. Please.
I'm stranded. Like gonna have to crawl. I think I might take this as my short run day this week.
Love.
I've been just trying to do the run the year.
Yeah.
And basically I'm in the 40 to 50 mile range now.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to build my way up to 50, 60.
Yeah. It's hard. It's a lot of mileage.
I think I'll be able to do it in like 2 weeks, but
Yeah.
I want to take the proper precautions.
Yeah.
Podcast on 3, all right? 1, 2, 3.
Or do it.
Yeah, not get through.
And then injure myself for the rest of the year.
Yeah.
Are you training for anything?
We've got Grandma's Marathon.
Yeah, okay. I didn't know if you were
Um,
right. Yeah, that's fun.
And then I'm river to river relay.
Oh, yeah.
And then a few other races. What about you?
I'm doing the St. Louis Full.
Woo!
And I'm going to do probably the St. Pat's 5 mile.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. It's like a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you gonna do Run for Your Beads?
I don't know yet. My boyfriend lives in Washington, and he might come to St. Louis for Mardi Gras.
Oh, fun!
So I need to see what's on the agenda.
Yeah.
The Run for Your Beads is the week before.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe I will then.
So, yeah, it's like perfect to get your beads the week before.
Yeah.
And then you wear them.
And you're prepped and ready for Mardi Gras with your beads.
Mardi Gras is so fun.
It really is. Last year, at my apartment, we set up a table, like, because I lived right on the Run for Your Beads route,
Yeah.
and handed out mimosas to people as they run past.
That's fun.
And actually, this could be your opportunity to take away the trophies from a previous and regular guest to our podcast.
Oh.
She got first female overall, right?
Yeah, she did.
Yeah.
Okay,
So-
I might be coming for her.
Yeah, I mean, I think you could beat her. I think yeah, you and her could go really head to head in it.
Yeah, you could.
She's also a teacher.
Oh my gosh.
Second grade?
Yeah.
Same.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Teacher versus teacher.
If you're listening, let's go for a run.
This will be perfect. I'm so excited. Yeah. If you guys do it, I'll pay for your, if you and Leah both sign up for it, I will pay for your registrations. And then interview you all at the end.
Oh, this is fun.
Yeah, Ashley, thank you so much for coming on our podcast.
Oh my god, thank you for having me.
Congrats again on winning the doggy dash and
Thank you
beating
so
Elaine.
much.
We hope that you'll be beating Leah next time.
Yeah.
See you next year.
See you next year. Definitely at the Run for Your Beads 5K.
That's it for this episode of Happy Pace. Like this episode and channel if you found your happy pace while listening. Subscribe to us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube. You can find us on social media at happy_pace_podcast on Instagram and TikTok. Email us at happypace@houseofmachka.com if you have any questions, comments, and ideas for guests. This is a House of Machka production. Our music is written, performed, and recorded by Grant Underhill, Mike Plasmeier, and Jake Laconte. Our graphic designer is Rachel Slingluff. And our marketing manager is Gretchen Brune. This episode was recorded and edited by Elaine Sims. Happy Pace is recorded in front of a live Forest Park audience.